So really wish didn't have to make this video, but we're back in the garage again, and we were only here yesterday or whenever you last saw the video, but I was here yesterday and the night before getting my turbo sorted in the 34, and then I was doing Bryce's motor on Saturday, which was yesterday. Today's now Sunday, so I didn't really work on my car too much. The car needed fuel, so I didn't really test drive it or anything. I did like a little lap and everything seemed cool. And then we went to go down and get fuel yesterday and started hearing some really weird noises, and it sounded like a metal scraping noise, and like straight away we're worrying. We're just like, oh no, something's wrong with the motor. What is it? We have a look at the Power of C controller and everything's reading normal. It's really strange, you know, oil pressure's fine. We couldn't figure out what the problem was. Pulled over, had a look, and it was the turbo. So by the sounds of things, the actual turbine is scraping on the housing of the turbo, which is super strange because we did check the turbo and everything seemed to be fine. There wasn't a lot of play. But then to the bad news, I messaged the guy I bought the turbo off. I said, look, you know, there's something wrong with this turbo. It's super noisy, something's scraping. I don't know what the problem is. And he said, oh, I never ran the turbo. I bought it off a motor that the head had blown. And what I think is what's happened is bits and pieces of head material have gone through that turbo, and although it didn't have play, once it started spinning up and that material got spun around, it has caused problems and obviously started scraping. Really hoping none of that's ended up in my motor, and it would have been really nice to know when I actually bought the turbo. But it just means I'm going to have to swap back to my old smoky turbo for now. I'm eyeing up a Hypergear ATR 45, which is just the bolt-in turbo for the RB25s, and I can pick those up for about 1700 or 1800 delivered, and just for a bolt-in upgrade, comes with a braided oil line. It's going to be the cheapest way to go at the moment. Eventually I want to go 6 boost, you know, high mount, bigger turbo, all that kind of jazz, but I just can't afford to do it at the moment. So yeah, Hypergear will probably be the way to go. My current turbo that I did have on the car was fine. It was boosting fine. It was just a little bit smoky at really high boost and high RPM, so you know, should be fine. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. But so I'd give you a bit of an update on what's going on with the car. I won't be going anywhere near into as much detail as I was last time with telling you what I'm doing. Just kind of update you here and there with major stuff that's been taken off, and then hopefully a little bit of a strip down on the turbo and have a look what's actually gone wrong with it. So I'll get started on it now, and if you guys have been enjoying the videos, like I've been saying, make sure to subscribe to the channel and, you know, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, so I've just pulled the new turbo out, well, new slash old turbo out that was no good. And when I was going through and checking out the old one, I noticed, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, if I can get it to focus. Probably won't. It's trying to. There you go. So you can see a crack right in the middle of that wastegate port there. And I thought, okay, sweet. I've got the other turbo here, so I can just pull the exhaust housing off that and swap them over until I checked the port on that, and it's got the exact same problem. So that's going to be a no-go. So I know this turbo worked. I'm just going to put it back in and just send it as it is for now. And yeah, we'll still have the smoky problem, but at least it'll run and not be noisy as all hell. So it's going to swap the actuator over and get everything ready to put back in, run some oil through it, and then I'll chuck it back in the car. So everything's all back together now with my old turbo back in place. I'm going to go ahead and re-top up the coolant because we lost another 5 litres or so. I cleaned out a bucket and caught most of it, so I'll be able to pour that straight back in considering it is brand new stuff. In this kind of episode, I'm not going to be able to go through and pull apart the turbo. I just don't have time to do it today. Still got a few bits and pieces to get sorted on Bryce's motor. So yeah, today we'll just be making sure it all runs right. And then I've got a few things to do this afternoon. Got a lot of videos to edit, so I'll have to do another video set just to what went wrong with that turbo. But yeah, all seems good. Oh well, good news. Everything seems normal. Everything seems exactly as it was on Friday before I changed my turbo, so haven't really got anywhere, but at least I know that turbo is no good now and I wasn't rushing a day before I needed the car. So good news, it's all back together. Got it finished at a decent hour. You know, know, it's only midday now and I was aiming to have it done by midday, so that's all good for me. It means I can actually relax on this Sunday afternoon, have a shower and get all this crap off me. But Ash has got a good point. If you do want to support the channel, and I don't know if I've mentioned this in any videos yet, but I do have stickers available, and I'll put a couple of photos up on the screen now of what they look like. So I've got those two different options there, just kind of opposites of each other, and they are holographic stickers as well. So if that's something you're interested in, I'm selling those at $5 each.
And weren't you doing like postage or something?
Yeah, so until I sell through a few more of them, I'm doing the $5 and then free postage anywhere in Australia. So if that's something you're interested in, send me a message on Instagram. Instagram is TJD_00. Just send me a message saying that you're interested, how many you want, and then we can go from there. That would be awesome. But yeah, all good stuff. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.